Good morning. Let me scoot back here a little bit. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing? Let me know if you can hear me. I feel like maybe I might need to be here. We'll go like this. Sorry if I guess my camera's usually a little bit higher. I hope you guys are okay with this. I'll wait till it's live because I know there's a little kickback. Okay. Actually, I wonder, should I move it? Hold on, ladies. You're gonna go up with me for a second. I'm so sorry. We'll go there. Hang in there with me, guys. Okay, there we go. That's better. I am going to be, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm typing in the icebreaker question for everyone right now. Let's see. Wait. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, ladies. I see Lydia and Medley and Melissa and Courtney. Hey, girl. Hey. Hi. I don't know how. Okay, we're live. Sorry. I had to fix the angle there for a second because the angle was all messed up. It's still a little messed up, but I think we're good now. Good morning. Hello, Ariel. It's been a week. How are you guys doing? How are we feeling? Talk to me. It's been a busy week here. It's been a busy week. I want to know how you guys are feeling. I do feel like the freshness and the rush of August, like I truly do love August. And I might be saying that prematurely because we've had a hurricane. So it's, a tropical storm. So it's been very moody weather and like just everything I love, right? Like the weather that I love. I've just been laying in bed and reading books and watching When Harry Met Sally and doing all sorts of things that I love, my love languages. So I may be a little premature in that, but I do feel this sense of fall's around the corner. We're here. Like we're getting, like I can taste it. I can smell it. The newness of a new school year is around the corner. Like I feel that versus July, you just feel like summer's never going to end. It's hot. What are we going to do? Everything's out of order. Now that August is here, order can like begin again. That's what it feels like. So how are you guys doing? How's your week? Was anybody else affected by Tropical Storm Debbie? Let me know. Courtney, I know you were. Let me know how the storm affected y'all. Too much rain. Yeah. Oh, Debbie Downer, go away. I've loved it, Courtney. It makes you a little depressed. Yeah, that's definitely common. Oh my gosh, I know. It's so close, you guys. It's so close. It is so good to see all of you. I went ahead and put the icebreaker in the chat. It's what's your favorite way to start your day? So be thinking about that. Don't start it yet. Little update from little old me. No storms, but we have so much smoke in the air. Oh yeah, Canada's having a lot. Oh, Carmen. Well, Carmen, I actually should talk to you because it's a desire of me and one other person in my household, we really want to move to Canada. We can't get other people in the household on board though, because they're like, it's cold and and so Carmen, I need to talk to you because I actually, like, in my mind, love Canada. Never been. I should probably plan a trip before I decide to move somewhere, but who knows? Yeah, so my week, as you guys know, I had a family reunion in Virginia, and usually I do not say this when it comes to family functions, so you can trust me when I say this family reunion was so wonderful. It was so nice to be surrounded by my mom and my dad and my sisters and nieces and nephew and cousins and aunts and my aunts and uncles. Like, it was just such a good, refreshing time. And it was also very humbling to see everyone has aged. Like, we know that, right? We get old every year. We celebrate our birthdays, but like, to see my Uncle Bernard and my Aunt Carol and to see them aged and fragile really brought this sense of appreciation for life, appreciation for the people in my life, an urgency to love them and to love them well and to see them as often as I can, and to not take them for granted. It was, and for some people that isn't a big thing because you might see your aunts and uncles like every week, right? Or every month. We were a military family, so so we have two military families, and so my dad has 9 brothers and sisters, and then number 10, well, Uncle Dave's number 10, my dad's number 9. But of those two of them were in the military, and so we didn't grow up with everybody, and even the people that weren't in the military didn't grow up with everybody because my dad's side are these brilliant brainiacs who honestly just could rule the world if they wanted to, but they all like spread out. So we weren't the family that grew up together doing family functions together and all of that. So, the last time I saw Aunt Carol and Uncle Bernard was probably when I graduated high school. So that's like over 10 years ago, which is insane. And so to see them and to see what like 14 years of aging does, it's just wild. And it was really humbling, like I said, and it really just like made me stop and just take it all in, enjoy time with my parents. Even my parents, like, they look so good for their age, but they're getting older. And then in turn, me and my sisters are getting older. Like, we're the adults now. We're the middle-aged adults at the family functions, and it's just crazy. So it did add an appreciation. It also added a zest and an urgency for me to, like, how am I living my life? And are my days ordered the way I desire? Am I doing what I want? Am I creating the life that I want? Am I putting the habits in play now so that 14 years from now, I'm where I want to be? And I know it's such a hard thing to balance because we need to be present because that's all we have. But like, the future is coming, and if we are blessed enough to like get there and to live in our old age, then we really do need to be cognitively aware of what's coming. So that's kind of what inspired like today's chat, which is ordering our days, and are we ordering them the way we desire? But it was a beautiful, beautiful weekend. I had so much fun. Okay, Northern Ontario. We got 2. Okay, that's exciting. Yeah, good morning, good morning. I agree, those mountains are enlightening. Those moments are enlightening. Yes, Melissa, yes, they are. Very enlightening, very humbling. Okay, so icebreaker question is, what's your favorite way to start your day? I'm going to give you guys like 10 more seconds, And then when I say 3, 2, 1, you guys know the deal. You are going to push in so that we just get this explosion of answers. So what's your favorite way to start your day? And this probably changes with the seasons, but as of right now, what's your favorite way to start your day? Oh, I gotta sneeze. Ooh. Ooh. All right, and we're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Answer, answer, answer. Let me know. And hello, hello, hello to people joining us. Hi. Coffee and YouTube. My favorite way to start the day is to have devotion. It balances me very well. Medley, what devotion are you currently reading and liking? Coffee. Yes, yes, yes. Reading right when I wake up and then get up and have my Bible study. Ooh, Diane, like, are you reading a book when you wake up? Or are you reading the Bible and then going into a deeper Bible study? Coffee and prayer. Coffee and Bible study. Candace. Hey, Candace. Coffee. Courtney. Quiet morning of prayer, reading the Bible and coffee. Tea. I love that, Raina. Raina, I'm like slowly but surely drinking and incorporating more tea into my mornings and evenings, and I like it. Coffee and quiet time. Hot cup of coffee. Gosh, we love us Americans, and maybe some Canadians love their coffee. Like, there is no better way to start our days than coffee. And I love that. I'm drinking a cup of coffee right now. My mornings have shifted and changed because I have a child that I need to take to cross country super early in the morning. And I now have a job, and then soon the boys will have to get to school in the morning. It's just a lot, right? So I'm saying all that to say, my mornings, especially this summer, have just been so everywhere, and I don't know what I want my mornings to look like yet. I'm still struggling with finding this balance of, okay, do I wake up and have coffee, or do I just wake up and just get water and immediately go into my workout, which we're going to be talking about some of that today. But I have been struggling with it. So I love that you all seem to feel anchored in coffee and devotions and quiet time and reading. Let's see. I am currently just reading the Bible. We are studying Revelation. I love that. That's awesome. That's awesome. Diane says, yes, I read something productive, self-help, motivation, etc., and then brush my teeth and have Bible study. I love that. Courtney says, I want to start working out again in the mornings. Yeah, that's what, Courtney, that is, so when I have to drop the child off at cross country, practices at this beautiful local park. So I've been able to, like, she will practice for an hour and I'll go and do my hour walk, which is beautiful. But I also still do my weights here at home. So like figuring out when to do that is where I kind of get a little discombobulated. Anna starts her day in the dark with candles. Good morning, Jessica. Hey girl. Hey Sarah. It's okay. It's okay that you're late. I'm happy to see you. Yeah. Ooh, Anna, the in the dark with candles sounds so beautiful. I love that. In the summertime, most of my mornings have been spent on the porch. But as we go into fall and winter, I'm sure that will change just because the sun and whatnot. But I love it. Working out is my enemy. Love the walks in nature, but the other workouts, I know, Diane. I like, the only reason I do weight training, one, because I get to do it at home. Two, because I think about my bone density. Like, that's the only reason I'm doing it, because I want to age well. Other than that, I absolutely hate it. But the fact that I get to do it in my room is a plus. So maybe just get some light weights and do a couple movements in your room. Honestly, that's what I do. And I'm like, check. But I agree with you. I feel like our workout should be natural. I shouldn't have to go to the gym. Not to like talk bad about people who go to the gym, because I think that if you have the discipline to go to the gym every single day, you're freaking amazing. But I don't want to add, that's just like another thing I have to add to my list, right? Versus like walking, I just get to walk. And that just seems so less intimidating and urgent than getting a gym membership and going to the gym every day. All right. Well, I look forward. We're going to be talking about how we're ordering our days later on in the episode, but it is time for our LTEs, little tiny enjoyments. While I share my little tiny enjoyments, I would love to hear about what you've been enjoying this week. First on my list is the freaking Olympics. Like, hello. The Olympics has been on in our house nonstop. Athletes make me want to get my life together. They inspire me to want to be great. The track is my favorite. Like, I know gymnastics is a huge favorite. Track is my absolute favorite. Track and field, I could watch them all day. They inspire me so freaking much. Yeah, and just, it's been like a fun family activity to do. Like, the boys are into it. The basketball game last night was epic and amazing. And so to see USA win that, because we didn't think we were going to win, and then we came back, it was amazing. Titus put on his Steph Curry uniform. It was so stinking cute. So I've been enjoying the Olympics so much. And just, it's been like, I really wish we could have the Olympics every single summer, because that would make summer fun to me. Like, ooh, we get to watch these amazing athletes be really good at what they're doing. And maybe it's a smokescreen, but for the moment, it feels like peace on earth. It feels like we're all just proud of our nation, cheering for our nation, not necessarily hating off of other nations either, like cheering them on too. And when they win, giving them their props. Like, I just love it. I love it. Hi, Aria. She probably thinks this is FaceTime, Anna. I love it. The Olympics has been on every day. I love that. Snoop Dogg. Oh, or how about Flavor Flav paying for the, what was it? What female team was it? I think that's so cool of him. Like, sponsoring them. Was it the women's polo team? No. What was it? Someone's going to know. Answer me in the comments. Gymnastics. You guys, I probably can't say this on YouTube live, so never mind. Ooh, Courtney, you know what? Maybe I should start saving for that. That would be so cool. What are they going to do? How are they going to make LA? I mean, they do it. I mean, same with Paris. Paris has a lot of homeless people too. But like, I'm just thinking of LA and their homeless crisis, and like, how are you going to make that? How are you going to make that shine to all the other nations? I don't know. Of all the places, like, why couldn't we have it in Wyoming or something? Or even like Utah with all its beauty. Even though I'm not hating off of California. You guys, I've said this once and I'll say it again. If I was a millionaire, I would live in if I was a billionaire. No, multimillionaire. I would live in California in a heartbeat. I don't care about the politics. California is the most beautiful place in America. Like, as a state, it is so beautiful. And if I had enough money, I'd live there in a heartbeat, period. Yeah, swim is awesome, Francis. You're right. Wow. Ooh, okay, then maybe I'll go to the winter one. I'll go to the winter one because Utah is a state that I need to visit because I just think it's so beautiful. Okay, so Olympics is one of my little tiny enjoyments. Another LTE of mine is family, just because I just came off of this amazing family reunion and I am feeling so connected and loved. And my mom and dad actually came down. So we were in Virginia for the weekend. Then my mom and dad were here for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. They took the kids back to school shopping, and they loved they just loved on us. And it was really, really sweet. And yeah, it was just good. So family, Another one I purchased because I was like, this is one of my favorite movies. I know we're in the land of streaming, but I want to own this movie because it's one of my favorite movies, and it's When Harry Met Sally. And that was the perfect hurricane movie to watch. I watched it and we just loved it. It was so good. They just don't make movies like that anymore. And I have been enjoying reading. I'm still trying to read, and it's not because it's not good. Like the Red Mountain series is so good, but for some reason I cannot finish Red Mountain Rising. So I'm still trying to finish that. I'm reading Yours Truly by Abby. I don't know how to say her last name, you guys. I don't know how to say her last name. Ooh, you're taking your babies to see Inside Out too. It's so good. Oh my gosh, have fun. I know. Diane, the weather has just been, I have a reading chair. Let's see if I can move you guys without breaking. That reading chair right there that I thrifted. And I have just been sitting in it and reading and listening to jazz music nonstop. But Yours Truly by Abby. I don't know how to, I think it's like Jimenez, maybe. But I am loving her writing, and it makes me want to buy all her books and read all of them. I would live in Washington State in a heartbeat. Ooh, I love that, Sarah. Sarah said the morning and late afternoon sun is one for her. I love a good golden hour. You know what? That inspires me. Maybe I need to get outside when the sun is setting. Because I just have not been getting outside in this heat. I love that. Yeah. We have sun lovers in my family too, and I'm like, ugh. And when the rain comes, I'm just like on a high and so happy, and they're like, this is so boring. I can't do it. Okay, yeah, so those are my LTs. The Olympics, family, reading, and I guess this weather too. The weather is being so kind to us. So I'll say this weather because I freaking love it. Let me know in the comments, what are your little tiny enjoyments? Also, I think I'm going to create, because last live I got a lot of questions about links for things that I've been enjoying. So if there is a link to it, I think I'm going to create on my Amazon storefront like a LTEs of Uncharted, and you can just go there. Don't ask me when I'm going to do it because life is so full right now, but I'll get to it. Okay. Matter of fact, let me write it and put it on my to-do list so that I don't forget. Create little tiny enjoyments, Amazon. But again, not every little tiny enjoyment is something that you can purchase, but if it is, I'll put it on there. The rain just got me sick. Oh no. My little tiny enjoyment is watching you on Netflix. He's so crazy, dude. I wish that's one series that I wish I could go back and watch for the first time again, because watching it for the first time is just the best ride. And I try to rewatch it and I was like, I can't rewatch this. I know everything that's going to happen, but such a good show. Has anybody watched that new one on Netflix? It was a book, The Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Has anybody watched that? It was a book that I really wanted. It's a YA book, so I wanted to read the book first, but I'm not going to. Ooh, Sarah, I have Tropical Smoothie Cafe like right down the street. Their acai bowls are so good too. Okay, I'll have to try their Chia Banana Boost smoothie. Okay. Hey, Norma, good girl, working out. We were just talking about working out. I'm proud of you. Happy Friday. Also, Womanhood ladies, today is our vision board reset at 8 p.m. So if you're going to be there, make sure you have Pinterest downloaded on like your computer or your phone, because we are going to be resetting our vision boards that we made in January and just having a good time and talking about what's changed and your vision and what you're really pursuing the last 6 months of the year. So make sure you're there. Going on a drive and blasting music. Oh, you know what, Jacqueline? That is like a mother's love language. Like, especially when you're in the car by yourself and you can just blast your most ratchet, most beloved music by yourself with no one interrupting. That's a love language. I love it. Yay, Courtney, we'll see you there. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so fun. And to see your face, Courtney, again, I mean, I follow you on Instagram, but I haven't seen you on a Womanhood call for some time. So I'm excited to see you. Ooh, word searches and just Norma, that is something you've been working on, doing nothing. So proud of you. You go, girl. I'm so proud of you. Good job. Good job. Okay. So ordering our days. Like I said, this was just inspired by me being with my family and seeing that life goes by way faster than we actually think. We are aging every single day, even though we don't see it. And then, it's that question of like, what am I doing with my life? And there are responsibilities that we have to do. As much as I feel like a lot of people on this call, we just want to mind our business and read our books and garden and walk in the rain and go to the bookstore and sit and just be with the people we love. That's not life. Work is holy. It is good to work. It is good to not let your hands be idle, right? So you have to, life cannot be just all relaxation, and that's okay. I think that's something our generation needs to learn. Actually, not our generation. Well, some people in our generation, but especially people in Gen Z. We have to learn to find the enjoyment in amongst the work, right? Work is, and men do this better because they have no choice but to provide because of patriarchal beliefs, but finding the enjoyment while also working is so important. And it actually makes the playtime and the relaxed time even more enjoyable, because then it's like a rare, beautiful thing, right? And so how do we do that? How do we quote unquote balance, even though I don't like that word? We're not going to even use balance. How do we find enjoyment in what is actual life? And actual life is working, responsibility, getting things in order. How do we thrive in that and not just survive in that, right? And that is that's how this question of how am I ordering my day to work for me and not against me comes in. And there's questions like, what do our mornings look like? What do our evenings look like? What do our afternoons look like? What do your reset days look like? Like for me, Sunday is a reset day. Sunday is a day where we go to church, we come home, I get in the most comfortable clothes, and then I'm doing laundry, and I'm cleaning up whatever needs to be set. I am resetting the home for the week. Everyone starts the week with clean clothes. Everybody starts the week with a clean room. And that really like resets my day, right? Or my week. It's back to school season. So whether you homeschool all year round, or you homeschool on a traditional calendar, or you homeschool on your own calendar that you made up, or you have, for me, I have a kid homeschooling who starts on Monday, and then I have two other kids public schooling who they start on the 26th. So it's like, okay, balancing that. And finding order in that. But it's back to school season. And I think that's the relief that August is bringing, is that like, I feel like moms everywhere feel like all of a sudden we have a little bit more control. We can breathe. We're like, okay, everything's getting in order, whether it's your homeschool, your kids going to school, your hybrid home where you have kids in public school, kids in homeschool, whatever it is, it's starting to feel a little bit more orderly. And it's inspiring us to get ordered. So what are some ways that you guys order your days? What we already talked about the morning. Everyone, it seems to be a very common thing that we start out with our coffee, candles in the dark, Bible, reading, motivation. Maybe you just start off like being still. Yes, the structure and the schedule is coming back, and that just makes me feel so good. It makes me feel so good. Yes, yeah, coming up with your fall routine and your schedule and really looking at the bird's eye view of it all, right? Like, okay, fall's coming up. We know in my family that means cross country for Journey. It means starting school for everybody. Our fall is going to be a lot quieter. Well, that's not true. I have 2 weekends in September where I'm traveling, but for work. But for the most part, it's a quieter fall because basketball's done. Oh, I'm so happy that we just get to calm down and really focus and hone in on school and supporting Journey. And so, you know, last week we talked about connecting with our kids, and we talked about drawing the circles and seeing those moments where you all get to connect, because every person in your family, you know, the older people have different schedules, have different lives going on. And we have to have these touch points where we're all like, okay, wow, all 5 of us are in the same room right now and we're doing this together and we're connecting this way. So here are some things that are helping me in the fall. One thing is we have taken away all technology, minus our one family room TV. And we're just doing that for a good reset. And because it's fall, we're focused on school now. There's really no reason you need a phone. We have made it very clear to all of our children that you are a professional student. I have one child who believes, because she's coming home, that homeschool's easier, so I just get to relax and chill. And we've made it very clear that that is not the case. We expect really good grades this year. We expect discipline. We expect independence. So I think just going into the year, communicating to the children what you expect is a big thing, because you can come up with, I'm going to order my day like this, but if you don't tell your team, they're not going to know where you're going. They're not going to see the vision. So communicating with the kids, we expect you to be professional students this school year. We expect A's and B's, you know, and if that is touched, then there will be reward. If it's not touched, then you won't. And this is complete opposite of how I used to be with homeschool. You know, I didn't care about grades. I didn't care about any of that. But again, as my children are getting older, I want to prepare them, and I want to prepare them. I just want to do my best to prepare them. So there's high standards this year, and the kids understand that, and the kids are ready and capable. And I'm so excited to see them all reach their goals, which in homeschool, we did have goals. We just didn't have grades. For anyone who's wondering like what curriculum Journey's using, we're doing an online charter school. So everything is online, but she has to be in class from 8:30 to 3 o'clock. And it's going to be a great fit for her. No distractions, learning well. They keep grades, so she's going to have to keep up with her grades. And that's just important because, you know, their father right now is in school finishing his bachelor's, master's, and he has shown them like, look, like, I mean, he's a brainiac, so he's getting all A's in every class. I was not an all A student. He wasn't an all A high school student either. Like, he was awful, but he now is just taking his education really seriously. So he's showing them like, look, I show up, like, this is what I do. Plus I have a job. Plus I take care of you. Like, I have all of this and I'm getting good grades. You guys only have to focus on school. So that's been a good correlation for them to understand, like, oh, okay, school matters. It's been cool to have them connect, like, this is why school matters, you know? This is why I need to try my best in this. This is why I need to take this seriously. I also got another thing we're working on in my household is a positive mindset and breaking negative ways of thinking. So I just purchased Journey, 2 books. Hopefully I'll have them. They're supposed to be here today. I'll either share them on my stories or share them next week in the live, or do both, because I'm really excited for her to read these books. So on top of her school, she also has independent reading from mom and dad that she's going to be doing, which I'm excited for. Okay, so communicate the vision with your family. How are you ordering your days? Sit down, have a family meeting. This is the expectation. This is what, for the next quarter of the year, this is what we're aiming for. Communicate with the people in your household. Something that also helps me is just block scheduling, which I think we all do naturally. Like, even if it's just for this hour, this is what I'm doing. For the next hour, this is what I'm doing. I think that's something that the traditional structure of school is really good at. And I thrive off of that. Like, okay, I'm going to focus on my email. Like, if this is work, I'm going to focus on my emails and my contacts for an hour. Then I'm going to focus on, once that hour is done, I'm going to focus on womanhood stuff for an hour. Like, really scheduling out your day to make it work for you. Also, like, know yourself, know thyself. If you're not a morning person, please don't listen to the gurus that are like, you need to wake up at 4 a.m. to have a productive day. No, you don't. Like, you have to realize, when are you the most productive? If you are not productive at 4 a.m., why would you get up at 4 a.m.? If you're productive at 10 p.m., why would you think that you need to be in bed by 9? Like, figure out what works for you. This is where the freedom of it all comes in, right? Like, we are not machines. I'm so against the productivity movement where it's like, we all need to be waking up at this time and going to sleep by this time and taking these vitamins and doing this. You are not me and I am not you. I don't need to wake up at 4 a.m. because it doesn't work for me. Also, I'm a super productive person. So what you get done between 4 and 6, I can probably get done in 30 minutes because I know myself, right? So know thyself, know what works for you, and don't try to copy and paste what works for everybody else. Some of us are night owls. Some of us do have ADHD. Some of us don't like mornings. So look at your life and be realistic and know thyself and say, okay, the earliest I can wake up is 8 o'clock. So I'm going to set a goal to wake up at 8 o'clock every single day and get things done and get things rolling. But don't think because Tori's waking up at 6 a.m. that you have to wake up at 6 a.m. Know thyself. Another thing that is helping me order my day is leveraging technology. I mean, setting reminders, trackers, and timers. This also works with my children. If I say, hey, you have 20 minutes to clean up your room, I'm setting a timer on Alexa. They understand that and they get it done. And by the time the timer's done, they're like, okay. Same with Journey. If hey, you have, I guess, she used time. I use timers with her too, but the big thing is using technology to remind her of things because she's very forgetful. So, hey, don't forget, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you have cross country. And on Monday and Wednesday, you have school shortly right after cross country. So be preparing and thinking like, what do you need from me? Do you need a protein shake that day so that you can really get your day going? Do you need like a big breakfast so that you're not tired by second period? Like, using technology to really help you with your days. And what made me realize this is I use technology to track my my money and my weight loss. And ever since I put in the correct apps to help me with that, it's life changing. All of a sudden, I get reminders on my phone every time, like, hey, check this. Hey, did you that's what we need to be using technology for, not to just like scroll, which we all do, and we all send our friends all the memes, but like also use it to remind you and to keep you in the right, in the right lane when it comes to your goals. Another thing, because we're all moms and we have a running list of things that need to get done, right? I suggest creating a running list of those things that need to get done, but things that don't need to get done right now and don't affect my right now, right? So the things that today, right, I need to get this live done. I have a call at 1:30 with a work colleague. I have, what else do I have to do? I have to pick up a grill from Lowe's. Those are things that I'm like, I need to power those into today. Other things that are in the back of my mind, it's like, oh, I got to clean the garage. I have to swap out clothes that no longer fit my kids and replace with all the new clothes that Mimi and Papa just got them. I need to clean out the downstairs closet and get that prepared. I need to check on food storage, right? Things like that. Keep a running list and then just cross them off as you go. I use my notes in my phone app. I think the most used app in my phone is Notes, and it really helps me to stay organized and check things off. Another thing in ordering your days that I want to inspire you to do is take breaks. You do not have to be productive every single hour of the working day. And I am horrible at this because I tend to not take breaks. I tend to just power through. But something that's going to help me is Journey has her lunch break and she has a study hall break. And so my plan is to really break with her, really eat lunch with her. And when she's doing a study hall break, that's going to be my moment to like gather, okay, what did we get done today? What do I need to move over to tomorrow? Like just my moment of clarity, my moment of pause, my sila, right? Like just breaking. Okay, let me look in here. I also have that like intentional prep moments. I think that's important. When are you prepping for the next day? Also meals. I feel like food is something that just constantly. Actually, I'm not cooking dinner anymore, so that's really nice. But yeah, making sure you plan out your meals. Okay. Ooh, Sarah, was it good? Was Good Girls Guide to Murder good? Rewatching my home. Oh, that's awesome, Serene. No, Courtney, you don't need to make a vision board before you come. We're going to be making the vision board while we're talking and chatting and laughing. Anyone who's like, what is she talking about? I'm talking about a Womanhood event tonight we're resetting our vision boards. I love people watching Diane. And I love that it's Diane the homebody, because that is a homebody activity, people watching. Yay, congratulations getting all your homeschool stuff back together. Courtney, I'm curious what you're using for your daughter that's my daughter's age. Yes. Michelle says you're so right. I believe it's imperative that you have a routine reset orientation with your kids. Like, they don't know you guys, right? So when I took technology away, I had to explain to them, this isn't a punishment. I'm not mad at you, but we need to reset our brains and our bodies. And we are all so much better when technology is less, and when togetherness and, doing things that are not on a screen is more. So yeah, really communicate with your babies. Yeah. Oh yeah, Courtney, they hate it. And Journey full on had a breakdown and thought that we were just being mean and how dare you and girl bye. Yeah, we can get over any attitude. Let's go. I'm better at this than you, darling. That's what I tell her. My motto is get up when God says so. You know what, Diane? How simple. I love that. God is my alarm. I love that. Yeah, because who really likes alarms? And don't tell me when I need to wake up. Unless my child needs to be somewhere, then fine. I was going to say something and it left. Yeah, so when I think about, so if we divide our days into morning, afternoon, and evening, what are some things in the morning that you want to for sure get done? What are some things in the morning that will help order you and guide you and make you feel at peace? Maybe it's that cup of coffee. Maybe it's getting up and going for a walk first thing, getting movement checked off of your list. Ladies, I love you all. And I say this with love. We need to be moving our bodies, and it's not for an aesthetic look. It's not for being skinny. It's for aging well. Please make sure you're moving your body some way every single day, whether it's a walk, maybe you're stretching, maybe you're doing weight lifting, maybe you're a woman who loves the gym, so you're going to the gym. Whatever it is, please put in movement as you're ordering your day. It's important. And maybe you're like, you know what? I don't want to work out in the mornings. I like my mornings to be slow. Okay, then like I said, there's no rule book. Work out in the evening. I actually love working out in the evening because it makes me sleep so much better. So you can always work out in the evening. Yeah, when I think about my mornings, the things that I need to get done going into the fall and our fall and winter schedule is I need to wake up and have that moment of peace. So I'll probably be waking up a little bit early. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Journey has cross country. I don't drop the boys off to school. Their dad does, so I don't have to worry about that. But getting the boys, they get up and dressed and they eat breakfast by themselves. So that's good. I do know that Tuesdays and Thursdays will be our slower mornings, but Journey has to be sitting down, ready to start school by 8:30. So, which is so much better than last year. She had to be dropped off at school at 7 a.m. Make that make sense. So I know that. And then for me, my mornings will be, making sure Journey's good and sitting down at my desk and getting my work done. My afternoons, I really just need to be aware of taking that moment to pause, to break. I don't have to be productive all the time. I can take a minute. So that's one big thing. And then also learning how to turn work off. Like, I need to turn work off at a certain time. Honestly, probably around like 2:00, finish the day with Journey, go pick up the boys from school, and then we're into our evenings, and that's like homework with the boys and dinner and connecting with each other. So yeah, I have this. I do need to communicate with the boys, like how homework time is going to go. You get to come home from school, you get a snack, and then we're sitting our butts down and we're doing homework. Because last year, homework was just so hard, so difficult, because Teo would, of course, like all children, Teo would want to come home from school and go play outside, and telling him like, no, we have to sit down and do homework. He didn't like that. He did not like that. Yeah, orientation day. I really loved, I think that was Michelle. I love how Michelle worded that. Yeah. Yeah, sleeping late, like just getting out of those habits, right? Oh, that's good, Carmen. That's a really good way to like handle anxiety too. Like, okay, this is keeping me up. Here's an alarm so that it calms me. I love that. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Yeah, just remember that you are the captain of your days, and please add an enjoyment while we're getting work done, while we're working hard, while we're raising our children, while we're schooling our children, while we're taking our children to practice. make sure you're enjoying it. Make sure your day is set up in a way where you're thriving and not just surviving. And if you're in a surviving season, because those are real and those happen, and you can plan all you want, but life is going to do what it wants. If you're in a surviving season, I just want to encourage you to find one thing that brings you joy, one ritual that you can do that brings you a little bit of joy, a little bit of control, and a little bit of peace, for sure. An orientation week, for real, because let's be honest, we've had a very lazy and fun summer. I'm trying to find, I can't find what I just did to the comments. Now I can't, show chat. There we go. All right, ladies, this has been such a fun live show. I am wishing you all the best school year possible. Some of you have already started homeschooling. Some of you have already sent your kids off to school. Some of you are about to start within the next couple weeks. And I'm just wishing you the best year. And whatever your year looks like, remember to have that plan. Order your days, stay flexible, and find enjoyment. And I will see you all next week. I don't know what we're talking about next week yet. I do want to have, I think like towards the end of every month, have a AMA, Ask Me Anything, where I just sit and answer questions that you guys may have. But yeah, I'm going to put the 2 books that I got for Journey on my Instagram stories today, and then I'll also show them next week. I hope you all have a beautiful weekend, and I will see you next Friday. Happy new school year, guys. Bye.